the light is green. Never fear, old lady, I am a ninja.
All right, you look like a twat in pyjamas.
You mentioned the ruby of Kakundo.
Yeah, so what?
Many men have mentioned this ruby, and many men have been dyed.
Oh, really? What colour?
Let me tell you about a runt of the litter. Born a sickly little thing, bullied by his siblings. Parents didn't want to know. Do you know who that poorly little mongrel grew up to be?
Who?
I'll tell you who. Paul Ross.
Who's Paul Ross?
That's a good one. Who's Paul Ross?
No, seriously, who's Paul Ross?
Paul Ross.
Who is he?
He's Paul Ross.
And who's that?
Paul Ross.
Say it again.
Paul Ross.
Ross? Paul Ross?
Yes, Paul Ross. Oh, for God's sake, this Paul Ross.
Paul Ross. Paul Ross. Paul Ross.
I don't believe this. There, that Paul Ross.
Now you can tell ITV to take their £7 million a year deal and their golden handcuffs and to stick them where the sun does not shine.
You do realize he doesn't actually have fun?
Ross out.
And I fucked his stump!
I am a millionaire. I live without a care. I'm so well known, I'm fully grown. This is all my own hair. I got the perfect pitch. I sunk your battleship. I got the fame, you know my name. I'm fucking famous, bitch.
My friend Dave is cold inside, just like a fridge. Dave doesn't wash, so he gently hums, just like a fridge. His light comes on when you open the door. You can only use Dave for what Dave is for. And Dave at a party is a bit of a bore. Just like a fridge. Just like a fridge.
Last time I did a gig here, I said, what's the best thing to do in London? And a voice went, Rachel. And I went, who said that? And the same voice went, Rachel.
When I'm in the supermarket, it doesn't even have to be a busy day. And I'm walking through the aisles, and people are oblivious. They stay right in the fucking face, and they still walk into you. It's like, fucking move! I'm walking!
Have you ever stepped on a used condom?
No. Have you?
It's not important.
Basically what this is, you write down every time you get annoyed. Right, so you write down what time it was, where you were, who annoyed you, who said what to whom, how you could have avoided the situation, what you've learned from the whole experience, right? The whole thing bugs the shit out of you for the first few months. It winds you up more than you're angry in the first place, having to fill out the tedious detail on this form. And bear in mind the context, you are angry when you pick this up. That's the nature of an anger management diary. You're angry in the first place, and then you come to questions like this. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is not at all angry, and 10 is feelings of very strong anger or rage, how angry would you say you were at the start of this particular incident? Right, I've put, what's the point of having a scale where 1 is not at all angry on an anger management diary?
I sometimes get the urge to sing during sex, and that is not a good idea.
I couldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, which turned out to be quite a long way in the end.
If you don't know Pets Home, basically, it's like a pet supermarket, right? And I'm looking for something for my dog, and I saw this squeaky pig. And as you may have gathered, I'm something of a prick. And in my head, I genuinely went, I better bite it. My dog's a savage, I better check it. So I'm gnawing on a pig, right? This bloke came around the corner. This man could not believe his luck. He looked at me and said very calmly, what are you doing?
Testing it for my dog.
Quick as a flash, this genius went, it's a good job you're not buying your girlfriend a dildo. And
She hid under a fringe. Get away from her.
Blue hair.
I can't think of anything.
I can think of one.